Sunbeams forming a shadow far afield. We're floating, just carried by levity, sensing a feeling of love through every wing. Delighted to fly on and look what future brings. Let us see if our ways will cross once again when we have lost each other. Yeah, then we will see if you come and fly with me. 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 Forward, slowly feeling the weight of gravity. Innocence, fall into their destiny. We keep on with this goal in our minds. Let's fly on, we'll meet at the edge of paradise. Let us see if our ways will cross once again when we have lost each other. Yeah, then we will see if you come and fly with me. 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 If you come and fly with me, flying along where we've started, part of me will not regret. I won't forget. Stay strong, we're not departed. Endlessly, you will be free. If you come and fly with me.
Let's go! Let's do this, guys. Oh, it's a different cat. What is up, guys? Welcome to What the F4F Season 1 Episode 5. Gave away too many points last time, totally died. But the thought of denying you this time made me come back alive. Gonna collect all your salty tears will make me thrive. Your chances of winning this time has taken a nosedive. I'm bringing my A game, there's no way you will survive. Guys, it's been a long time. 2 months. I've missed you. How have you guys been? Today is the 4th of October, 2021. For me, it's 12 AM, so it's my Monday, it's your Sunday. Speaking of which, I hope you're having a fun day. What's going on, guys? Tell me in the comments. Where are you? What should you be doing instead of hanging out with me this time? And did you miss me? It's good to be back. What's up, Wesley? How's it going? Matthias in the house. We got Nana back at it again. I've got you as the official spin the wheel record keeper as always. Last day of COVID isolation free tomorrow. You been up and about? You went away, or how did you get it? I mean, did you get it, or you just been, I don't know if there's quarantine, what's going on? What's up, Lee Gregory? UK. Morton in Denmark, cooking dinner for my kids. I like it. Mr. Jacobs, little Arya is sleeping. Missed you a lot. Nice one. Thank you very much. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Hey, oh, Kelsey. Coco Burns sleeping. It's 3 AM. What's up, Sebastian? Hey, nice to see you again. How you doing? No, Joe, it's the same music every time. Safwan, what's going on, mate? Nice to see you. Lino in Switzerland. Should be renovating the house. Lilandra should be renovating, but stuck sick on the couch. Sorry to hear that. Get well soon. Oh, damn. Nana, you caught the COVID. Well, stay safe. Mr. Hermes. Netherlands representing. I like it. Matteo has got himself a Conquer Definitive. He got it this week. Awesome. I'm so glad you like it. Hello, Andrea. Not Andrea. Alexandra, I should say, from Germany. Whereabouts? Was ist los? Greece. How you doing? Show me the stuff inside. What's going on, mate? 1 hour ago return, and you're chilling with me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Neffy, what's going on? Jose, my man. Can't wait when there's going to be time that you join the stream, yeah? But in front of the camera. What's up, mate? What's up, Wayne? How you doing? I love your story. I totally love your story about that with your kid and the Sonic and Tails, mate. That sort of stuff is really warms my heart. I love it. Michael Lai, what's going on, mate? When did you turn up again? It's been a long time. Good to see you, my friend. Sorry, Neffy. I ain't failing this time. Trust. Nono says, can you do a poll where we vote on potential future figures? But on YouTube, that's interesting because you're not on Facebook. Something to think about. What's up, Andrea? What's going on, Robert? Gen B, what's going on from California? What time is it there? You guys, it's been 2 months. Let's hear the news, guys. Come on. Gonna have a fun-filled stream tonight. Can't wait to go through it all. Saluti dal Italy. Welcome from Italy. Buongiorno. Super Miguel, we do actually have these up on our Redbubble thing, but we haven't really promoted. I should do that. No, obviously love the Okami figure. You mean the Shiranui, yeah? Or the, yeah, because we're coming down the road with Oki Wolf coming up soon as well. Crest of Light got himself a definitive Spyro 2. I like it. Hey, what's up now, mate? Me, you work much harder than I do. Yes, Nana, we're in for a few hours at least. Northern Carolina for Dusty. What's going on? A Mania statue with Mighty and Raid. Mania is definitely on my list of things to do before I die. The Rawnessify got himself a first F4F, an OG Spyro. Man, that's a good one. Did you get the exclusive with the chest as well? Jens, pre-ordering that Ica, aight? The Skies of Arcadia fans. When you're a fan, you're a fan, you're a hardcore fan. I love it. What's going on, Roro Artworks over on Twitch? Low reward points, no chance. You know it, Super Miguel. There ain't going to be no reward points. I actually think that it's going to be... I think I'm going to be able to do it within triple figures. No more than triple figures. We ain't... In fact, maybe I can keep it in double digits. Keep it under triple figures. Let's do it under double digits. JC in the house! How's it going? How you doing? Tell me, how's your Neko? Your cat? I haven't heard any updates recently in the chat. You should let me know. That's great rawness, you know, obviously that regular Spyros brings the good stuff as well. Hey Robert, Mega Man Battle Network, that's definitely something I've considered, but I need to feel like there's enough Mega Man fans that would be up for it. Although I can tell you, we got another X and a 0 in the works, and that's like 0 2.0, because we did an OG 0 that didn't make it, and now we have the team doing it. I'm just like, woo! It's so hot in here. What's up, Matthew O'Donnell? Oh, by the way, I've got this really cool thing that I show. Let me see if this is working, by the way. Let me see if this works. It's a new little feature. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, lame. That didn't work. Let me see if I can get it to work over here. If I refresh this, does it work? Ugh, doesn't work. Let me see if I can get this to work. Hold on. There's some technical things going on over here. Let me see if I can get this to work. Let me try this. Do bear with me while I see if I can get this sorted out, because it would be cool. It worked in practice. Let me see if I can get this to work. Video live streaming, and then I go what? Edit, I guess? Let me see. Edit that, let me see. We go here? No, studio. Come on. Huh. Let me see. Okay, pop chat. Let's pop this out. Pop out chat, right? Okay. Yeah. Let me see if we can get this to work. No, if I can pull this off, you're gonna like this as well. Let me see if I can get this to work. Come on, let's see if this works. Oh, look at this! Look at that! He's pulled it off! No, I've done it! I've pulled it off! OBS, don't need StreamYard. Boom! Bring it up on the screen. How'd you like them apples? How'd you like? So Fernando says, hi everyone, Texas! Nono says, I commented on this in a couple of videos, but you guys made it first. Making the thing can be, it's longer than the thing says, which can be, what is it? With an infuser. An infuser that will go up. I agree with you, Noel. Like an infuser, that's a really good idea. Like some incense burner or something like that. I've seen it done before, but I have to consider you have to go through a lot of testing to make sure that it didn't damage the paint. That's something that's really important. How'd you like that? Yeah, let's do it, Matthew. You know it, Noel. Yeah, as I said, X0. That would be an amazing ship to do. Although I think, would you rather see a fusion or a Metroid corruption? That would be an interesting question. Aight. Thank you very much. Noxus, spoiler alert, we're going to go through War production later on, so hang out. Check out what's going on. By the way, unfortunately, this feature is only for YouTube. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with Facebook just yet. But I can still obviously the Facebook stuff as well on those. Robert says his OG favorite F4F OG classic Supersonic. Yeah, with chemical plant zone. Awesome. I was thinking about doing a PS1 angular version of Crash for shorties. You like Fusion suit? Nice. Dark Samus. You say that's for the ship. Are you doing it for Metroid Dread? Zzz. Zzz. Nothing to say. If I could say anything, I would. Yeah, working hard. The first one is going to be the props, which is going up the straight and narrow. We got some Crystal Dragon stuff coming up. That's just the... We've got some production stuff on that as well. Is it not updated? I need to go back and check with the team, to be honest with you. I would have thought it was updated. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea more questions. It's a cool idea, man. My favorite F4F must be the life-size Majora's Mask because it's a Christmas present for my wife. Nice. Did she get it at launch or did she get it on the secondary market? In the newsletter, you're going to spoil us a bit with surprises coming. What did the newsletter say? I don't even know what it said. Did Miguel write some stuff that I wasn't even sure about? Ivy is almost ready to go and she looks absolutely sublime. Don't believe me? Ask the admins. Absolutely amazing. Kiryu, we're going to get there and it's going to be amazing. Absolutely going to be amazing. Let me have a look at the... Tyler, I'm going to find you when I do it, making sure that you have done just that. I'm going to find you because there will be more coming. So, let me have a little look on Facebook. What's going on? Hoping to hear about Darksider's death. So that is... Hey Jake, thanks for liking the page. I appreciate that. The Darksider's death is... I can tell you, if you ever wish for double death is coming towards you. So there's 2 deaths in the works. That's the death with whatchamacallit, with Castlevania, and death with Thingybob as well. Darksiders, of course. Oh, there are a few big surprises coming in the last 3 months. So we're going to talk about what's coming up, all that sort of stuff for shorties. Hey, Chana Bata, how's it going? Chana Bata says, any Zelda news, maybe Link on Epona. You might have missed it, but we launched it about 4 years ago, maybe even 5. Maurizio! You're not getting the points. You're not getting the points. It's for shorties. Nana, how many have we got right now? We've got 1, 2, 3 points up. No, 2 points, 2 spins, with 4 pity spins later on. So keep it on the 6. Let's hopefully that will go higher with the YouTube. We'll hit the first one to hit 100 over time. Let's hope so. Can you share the stream out? Share it all out. The more people that join it, the more points, or lack of, points for you guys will be coming. Let me, hold on. Let's bring this over here. So Chibi versus Dark Chibi is deep in production. And Chari is Chari as well. Not today. I spoke to the RNG gods and they said it's totally not gonna be 5 for 5. I mean, 4 for 4, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? If we can get it, the gods have said it's not gonna happen, trust. Not happening. No, no, no. No, no. Righty. What's going on, guys? So, we're gonna do... Share it out, please, all that good stuff. You need to make some Monster Hunter statues. Quite a lot of, good stuff out there. Our friends over at Animigami Studios, if you haven't seen their stuff, they have some cute chibis. If you're into that kind of stuff from Monster Hunter, you better go check that out. Quite a few, actually. That's an interesting name, Boost Edition. Hey, the Orbulon. Oh man, Gamescom seems like such a long time ago. I really hope that there's going to be a time when we can when we can see all of that again and do it all again. Man. Looking forward to Ica coming home. Do you think we'll see a pure statue someday? It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? You guys up for a pure? Oops. We're done here. What? What have I done? Have I screwed it up? What have I done? Lame. Let me try that again. What? Why is it not working? Lame. I have to figure that out later. Jose, help me out! Alright, let's do it. What should we start with first? We have quite a few things. Actually, we'll start with the monthly recap. Let's do it. By the way, am I loud enough versus the music? Is the sound differences okay? So it's been 2 months. I've got quite a bunch of data to get through here. Hold on, let's see. Right, let's see, where are we at? Let me bring up my information from Sunny. Here it is. Right, August to September. Let's open this up. So, you know, shipping has been an absolute nightmare. I'm sure you know it's completely worldwide, right? Oh, it's all good, right? Good, that's good. Music down. Music down just a little bit. Do I need to make it a little bit louder? Or quieter for the music? Oh, the music could be a little bit quieter. Okay, cool. Let me do that now. There you go. Just like that. Okay, so what do we do for launches? We did Ica this month. It's been a very, very quiet month, actually. So, that's for the month of September. Man, where's the time gone? And it's been 2 months since we've been together. So, before that was Shiranui. And you guys are going to let me know who the other person was. Shiranui. Was Spyro Shiranui? Dark Magician? Dark Magician? Shiranui? Anything else? Anything else? I can't remember. Let me know what else there was. Joe says, just turn it off and on again. Dark Magician. I think that's what it was. And so it's been quite frustrating because there's been a bunch of products that we wanted to get launched, but for variety of reasons, it unfortunately pushed the schedule back. It is what it is, but I think we're going to be able to see them happening soon. We've got a lot of stuff coming up for the last 3 months of this year. A lot of stuff. It's almost like how it was, right? We were trying to go for like one launch every 2 weeks. And then we had, throughout the whole year, one launch every 2 weeks. And then it became that when there was a delay, it would kind of push it back. And then we would go, oh, it's fine because we've got the next month we'll have 3 launches instead of the 2 launches. But it's never like that. It's got to the point where we keep pushing things back to the point where there are no extra months and the extra weeks in the year. So it's going to be a lot harder to do one. It's going to be really difficult to do one a week, which would be crazy. So it does mean though there's going to be a lot of stuff. I think you'll see towards the last 3 months of this year, there's going to be quite a lot more of stuff going on. V Prime owns a. So V Prime is after Adelphinius. I could be down for that. TK. Oh, how do I get this up here? This is so annoying. How do I get this to? Let me just try if this is going to work. Oh, he's done it. He's only gone and done it. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if this is back on. There you go. How much Spyro the Dragon statues do F4F plans? We've got a few things in the works. So here's a question. Okay, so here's something just to... This is kind of hijacked. Now that I've got it working again, I'd quickly just do some quick hits at you. How is Super Shadow coming along? Well, you guys said something. I paid attention. I didn't want to say anything at the time. I want to see it myself, so I'm a little bit hesitant to actually say it until I actually have the product in front of me. But there are some people who've... I saw quite a lot of comments. I didn't say anything. I saw a lot of comments who wished that Super Shadow's effect could be removable, which it wasn't at the time. And I never said anything apart from just seeing that people were asking for that. And I asked the engineering team to see if we could come up with something. And cut a long story short, until I actually see it, I don't want to 100% guarantee it, but it should be coming to the office next week or the week after. What we should be seeing is that all Super Shadows will come with a secondary hand, which is without the peg on the finger. And we've modified the hair, which was the connection point, so that it will mean that the effect is removable. So you have one hand that has the peg, and another hand that is removable, that doesn't have the peg. And the hair's been modified. However, as a result, that the hair is being modified in a way that, you know, because before it was kind of cut off as a connection point, as one of the pins between the hair and the finger. Now that's no longer the case anymore because of what we requested. So what we've had to do is enlarge the size of the hole that is in the power effect. And what it will mean is that the power effect will be a lot more, but it's certainly going to be more wobbly, as in it's going to be able to like rotate a lot more than previously. So what would have happened before was you stick it in on the top and you stick it in on the hand, on the hair and on the hand, and it's not moving anywhere. It's going to be very stable, it's going to be fixed. But as I said, because people were requesting for it to be removable, we came up with the additional hand, and the hole on the top on the effect slides over. It's going to have a little bit more motion, but I'm sure you guys will find that it's definitely worth to be able to have the ability to display it how you wish, to swap it out or not, and you get two hands as a result. So yeah, MAD, you didn't know about it because I just wanted to get that. I wanted to get that, at least the team proving that they could do it before we do anything about that. Yeah, so Mumbo Jumbo is coming along. Actually, I haven't seen any production stuff yet to make me say it's much out of the... I think they're just sort of starting up the engine, I think is what we'll see. Yes, For Source Lord, it absolutely counts to that one as well. Yep. Right, sorry, back to the launches. So, production. So, and shipments. So, let me see what I've got over here from what Sunny told me. So, as I said, shipping worldwide, absolutely an absolute calamity, right? Now, keep an eye on that 98, right? Right there. Keep an eye on that. It's been an absolute calamity. And it has been so difficult. Prices have been 4 to 5 times the price from China to places like Europe, to places like... Hello, Zeldy! Oh, Zelda! Are they going to get points this time? Are they going to get the grand prize? 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 No, they're not! No! What do you mean they are? Are you sure? Why aren't you looking at me? Because I'm going to be... You don't want to see my pain? That they're going to get the grand prize? Are you sure, Zeldy? Hey, Midnight Skywolf, how you doing? This guy is like the #1 Okami fan. Actually, that's not. He's a massive Okami fan, but I think he's a fan of wolves in general. I always appreciate your video reviews on YouTube, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, so... Oh, so wait a sec. Hold on, let me just make sure. So, if you guys remember, last time on... Let's check, what is it like on Facebook? Last time we did Facebook, the number at the top, I was speaking to Streamlabs. They let me know that I told them, like, this isn't working. It's been like 4 streams, and they were really amazing with it. The customer support was ridiculous. They kept in contact with me, and they actually joined one of these streams live just to see what the problem was. He goes, I've spotted the mistake, we're gonna fix it. And they said they fixed it now, so let's just make sure that we have... Yeah, so we got 65 people on Facebook, so, or 62, or 65, I'm sure that will move and update. So basically it's working, so that's cool. Oh, nice one, Midnight Skywalker. I appreciate that. He's got all the Akami figures pre-ordered. I appreciate that. So as I said, shipping prices has been an absolute headache for us. Not only it's really difficult to actually book shipments, but it's also incredibly expensive. 3 to 4 times. I'm sure it's not just us. Or of course it's not just us. You will see it throughout the entire supply chain. And it is doing everybody's nutting. And it's just incredibly difficult. And that's why you would have seen, at least in the month of August, there was not very many deliveries into the club, so there wasn't very many people posting new products. And that's simply because we couldn't get stuff out of China, and it was so difficult. But September was better. We got quite a lot of people receive some stuff. Let me know in the comments if you received something over the last 2 months and what it was. I'd appreciate to hear about that. But yeah, it's been really difficult. And then not only does it difficult to get it out of China, but as you know, we have 6 warehouses all over the world. Canada, US, UK, EU... Australia, Hong Kong, China, all these places, right? Not only is it a nightmare to get it there, it's then really difficult to get it out the door from the local warehouses. It's either they have a lot of stuff to deal with, to actually ship, and then when it's in FedEx's hands or whoever's delivering it, it's also difficult to deliver it as well. So it's just an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. We've got up there, Mew-chan. Look, what's up, Chags? She never goes up there. Hope she's gonna be okay. Oh, jeez. You're right, Sophie. Yeah, so it's been really, and we've been eating some crazy cost increase, and we've had to recently update some the pricings of a few places. Some items like by $10 or $20. I mean, it really pains me to do it, but it's just crazy right now. I apologize for that, and it's more and more likely to happen in the future as well. As you know, when you pre-order a product, we give you an estimate on the pricing, because how are we supposed to know what the pricing is going to be like in 3 years' time? Sorry, not 3 years' time. Like 6 months' time, I should say. I'm having visions back to various suit taking 3 years to make or whatever it was. Right? So, or I'm having visions of the Crystal Dragon. So it's really been a case where we have an estimate. We tell people it's an estimate, and you have to click a button that says you understand it. So there is always going to be a possibility of a cost adjustment on the shipping. We try our best to avoid that as much as we can, but it is what it is. So, what have we shipped in the month of... This is August to... It's giving me a bunch of stuff here. August to September. September pickup. Let me see, okay. Right, so let me see what this is. So we have shipped out, like, what have I got over here? 320 Draculas. I guess that's shipped to customers. Yeah, shipped to customers. This is August shipped to customers. 320 Draculas, 414 Fays, 154 Kate Diaz DEs, some other Kates, etc. 50 each of the Karmic Transformers from Okami. We've got Meta Ridleys, 50 of those. 58 of Spyro Reignited exclusive, etc, etc. What's that? 75 Majora's Mask exclusive. True Form Midna 60. Those are, so total is 1,887 was shipped out to customers in the month of August, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. What else we got going on? Sorry, my Harry's running around crazy. Right, this is pickup from the factory in September. Is this right? In September? So we had 500 items picked up in September. So some some Fays. some mini crystal dragons, some busts, Spyro busts. Yeah, like 150 of those. Some Master Editions, some Majora's Mask exclusives. So it doesn't seem to be too much came out of the factory in September, if I'm not mistaking it. Did he send me the same thing twice? Let me see. Oh, I think he's given me 2 months together. Let's see. Yeah, drag. This is what happens when you. Sorry, this is what happens when you miss a month and you're not 100% sure on the data that you're given. Anyways, it's just been pain getting the stuff out, as I'm sure you know, all over the world. It is absolutely painful. Nana, how are we doing with the numbers? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 3. Can all of you YouTubers quickly jump across to Twitch, get that up to 50, pring, so you can have at least 4. And that way we have 4 pity spins, so that'll be an 8 total number of spinny roonies. Alright, so that was that, the shipments. Okay. Across to Twitch. Get that up to 50. Pring, so you can have at least 4. Return that, okay. That's okay. Right. Since you are so nicely, I appreciate that. Yeah, just get those numbers up. Link for Twitch. It's it's twitch.tv first for figures. Let me see. How do I get that up? Let's put that over here. Does this appear everywhere? Let's see if that works. Can you click on that? It's gonna go up to all the places. How many does it say now? 45 people? 31. That's correct. Oh, unless... Oh, it's going up. It's going up. 46, 47. I don't know why it's not updating on the old... Why it's not updating on the old Twitch on the channel. Stop going mental. Got 48. Come on, 2 more. Let's do it. I can see it myself, but I don't see it being updated on the old... Let's see if it updates itself every however long it is. What's it gone? Hold on. Yeah. Nice one, Connor. It'll be, there's quite a few of them have actually been delivered already, so you should be able to receive yours soon. Oh, you'd like to put the link in the chat, but only mods can do it. Oh, sorry about that. Wonder why the things are... Oh, it's 77 on there. What's going on? Maybe I can see if I can get that to refresh. Static elements view account. Let me see if I refresh this, if that's going to do anything. Refresh. There you go, 77 and 61. Boom! Just like that. So, Nana, keep a notice of that. Keep a note of that. That's 4, right? Oh, I love Vagrant Story. 4 spins plus 4 pity spins. Now, guys, in case you forgot, last time we had a quiz thing going on. We've got the same thing happening. It's not a quiz, but it's something that we all participate together. And we'll do that a little bit later on. But we'll do that a little bit later on into the stream. So, before we get into that, tell me, guys, what games should I be playing? What have you been doing for the last 2 months? In terms of video games and any cool stuff like that, I would love to hear about that. For me, you guys met Harvey last time. I said to Harvey, if you can learn to do a Rubiks Cube, I will give you 500 Hong Kong dollars. It's like £50, right? If you can learn to do a Rubiks Cube. And I've never learned how to do one. And he's 11. So, he did it. Like, unbelievable. Just one day, he could just do it. And he was doing it really fast. And I was absolutely, it was just absolutely crazy. I was really proud to see him to be able to do that. I also said to him, I'll give you 300 if you teach me how to do it. And that was a mistake, because he is the most aggressive teacher I've ever seen, because he knows that if he teaches me and I get it right, he gets 300 Hong Kong dollars. So he was like, oh, come on, Dad. Get it right. Oh, I can't believe it. But I'm happy to say I finally learned how to do a Rubik's Cube after all these years. I've always wanted to know. I just knew I had to wait for my eldest to get old enough to teach me. Let me know in the comments if you could do a Rubik's Cube. Crazy. Oh, Chags. Hold on. Alright, Fluffy, don't go anywhere. Just hanging out behind the computer screen where there's the actual camera set up. Just relax yourself. So what have I said? Been playing some Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I've heard about that. Sekiro, oh yeah. I really fancy having another go at that. See how my skills, if they still got the skills that make the ladies blush. Solving Rubik's Cube is not that hard. It's hard to understand why those formulas are working. That's another way to look at it. I just done the easy method, and then I saw there's like C-FOP and all this other crazy stuff. Yeah, she's staying, I know, right? I know, what a cutie. We'll see how long that lasts for. Hey Adam, how you doing? I'm doing well, thanks very much, I appreciate that. Quasar Mario is hard. I never seen that one. Hyper Light Drifter. Any good? Not heard of it. So I also played the Forgotten City. I don't know if you guys have tried that out before. It's a mod on the old Skyrim. It was a previous Skyrim mod. And it's a really great storyline. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's by the Modern Storyteller. Go and check it out if you like a great story. And makes you really think about things. And it's a story that I won't forget anytime soon. So if you enjoy that kind of game, it's like a... how to say, it's like a kind of detective kind of thing where it's more about dialogue rather than like shooting stuff, but you have a little bit of that, but it's mainly about understanding the storyline, going through that. I've also been doing a bunch of Apex with Harvey, although he started flaking out. But Apex, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I hadn't played that really since launch, right at the beginning, and then I tried it because I wanted to play a game with Harvey, because I originally said, let's play some... What did I say we were going to play? First of all, I was like, let's play some Fortnite together. Then I'm so terrible at it, and he's so good at it, that made me not want to play with him. Then I said, well, let's do some Genshin Impact. And then he got so high, and then... I didn't feel it like I really wanted to do that. So instead, I said, let's do Apex, where our skills are much more leveled out, because it's much more about teamwork, and as opposed to being really good at building stuff. So yeah, Apex. Did a lot of Apex. That's what I've been doing. So, Cobalt Robot has been playing Sea of Thieves, Fantasy Online. I think you're going to revisit Skies of Arcadia. That's the perfect time to do it. Xenogears for Bud. Looking for the Switch. Yeah, who's looking forward to the Switch LED? It's going to be cool. Age of Empires for Roberto. Let's see, I can actually bring this up on the screen. What are you studying at uni? Ronald Jacobs with the Pokemon. You can't miss some Animal Crossing and some good stuff is there. Harvey and Elizabeth have a they're just building all the trees for all the money. All the money. All the money. Divine Divinity. Isn't that like a 2-player, isn't that a co-op game? I'm trying to play some co-op games. It's called like Gore, Guns, and Ravioli or something like that. Do you know the one I'm talking about? It's like a Brawl... It's not Brawl Stars. Was it Broforce? That kind of style game. So what's that one called? Yeah, something like that. Guns. We need to start it up again. Now that would be awesome if they did that. League of Legends. Can't go wrong with that. Do you play it on PC? Do you play it on mobile? Yeah, send it to me. I always love to see that sort of stuff. It's always cool to see. Our community is so talented. I haven't done Ace Attorney for a while, since I don't think I ever did the one with. Who's the one who's not Phoenix Wright? He looks like he looks like a younger kid. What's that guy's name? And what's the deal with him? Is he like... Who is he? You guys know the one I'm talking about, right? Hades! Mate, I played that, finished it, and I can't believe I did it with the... Was it with the shield in the end? I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is never going to be the one, and I did it with the shield. Can you believe it? 100% on Skyward Sword. I like to see that. Not Professor Layton. It's an actual... It's a... Apollo Justice. There you go. So what's the deal? Who is he? Who the hell is Apollo Justice? Hey, how can he work for First Figures? Well, we've got 70 people now. Oh no, 70 people plus, and it's been something that actually... There is something that is called... I don't know if you've seen it, right? I haven't seen James Blunt since the days that he did You're Beautiful. And this is, if you don't know who he is, he's a fantastic singer. And recently, I didn't realize, but I think maybe a year or so ago, he did this most incredible song. It's called Monsters. And if you haven't seen it, it is quite frankly one of the most touching songs I have ever heard. To the point that the words, the lyrics, the way that video is done really made me just stop for a moment and get incredibly emotional. And I watched reaction videos to it, which made me even more emotional as well. It was just one of the most moving things. So I really recommend you go and check out this video, Monsters by James Blunt. You need to be... It's really, really moving, and you need to really just, after watching that, just hold your loved ones super close. Why am I mentioning this? I felt a lot of overwhelming feeling listening to that. Now, it's about... I'll just give you a bit of a premise about it. It's a song that he's singing to his father, who is really not well, and it's saying that he's essentially saying goodbye to him. And it is really, really incredibly moving. And I've got 4 kids, and I just thought to myself 2 things. First of all, my parents are not young, and they're in good health. Fantastic. I'm so grateful for that. But really, the time will come. And it made me think about it just for that moment. Just think about it, which is really something, of course, no one wants to really think about it. But I really thought about it then. And I also thought about with my kids, thinking about how it will be for me, or for them, I should say, to see me when I'm old, etc., etc. Why did I mention this? Well, it's also because as I was thinking about that, I also thought the fact that, you know, we have over 75 people in the company, and all of a sudden I felt a lot of pressure at that moment just listening to this song. For that day, that evening, I felt an incredible amount of pressure on that moment from that song. And it probably sounds weird, probably sounds a bit silly, but I felt like, well, obviously responsible for these people, which of course I am. They have families, etc., right? And it's a lot of pressure to keep it on your shoulders, to think that if you make the wrong move, if you move the company in the wrong direction and it goes bankrupt, it's not just yourself. It used to be myself, Kanako, and John, 3 of us, for 10 years. This company's been going for 18 plus years. In fact, it's been longer than that. Sorry, it's been about 18 years, but I mean, it's for a longer period of time, it was just myself, my wife, and my partner, John, for so long, 11 years, 12 years. And we would, when times were tough, we would tighten the belt buckles. You know, we would do what we had to do to survive, to get through, and the journey's been so incredible. But now we're in a different era. We're in an era where we have 75 people, and it's incredibly a lot more pressure than it was back then, because it was just 3 people, and it is what it is. But yeah, so as I said, I was a bit in 2 minds thinking about talking about this, but I think it's important just to to every now and then just look down, because I've been looking down. I've been very, very much eye on the horizon, but actually it's risen to a point where if you look down, it's very easy to get vertigo and be, wow, that's a lot of pressure on you. So I just let that, I let that emotion feel and pour into me for that day, and I took the time to let it do that, and I felt much better afterwards, to be honest with you. You'll be over 100 people in 2 years. You know, it's possibilities. That's right, MAD. So just in case you don't know, MAD is one of the 75, and yeah, I know when you see me screaming down the telephone line, just remember that, okay? That I do care, really. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I look forward to expanding it. Right, Miguel? It is totally something that you always just got to take the time to just remember. It's very easy to just go a long time without remembering. Just hold your family close. For realsies, we're going to talk all about that. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to kick off with 4 spins. We're going to do our 4 spins, and then we're going to talk about our first topic of the evening. It's been 51 minutes of just chilling with you guys, and I really appreciate that. So on that note, if I haven't made a mistake, let's move and do these spins. Nana, you know what time it is? I'm aiming no more than double digits. If we can stick to single digits, I'll be up for that as well. Let's go! You guys aren't getting it. I've spoken to John. I promised him. I pinky swore this time. Actually, I pinky swore last time, but I actually, behind my back, had my fingers crossed. That's why that's why it was a 4-4. But the RNG gods, they pinky promised for me today, and you know what that means, right? They would never, ever forsake me. They will not forsake me then, but they will not forsake me now. They've given me pinky promise.
I'm always with you.
Alright, let's do this. Let me bring it up. You guys ready for this? Spin number 1. It ain't happening, guys. Don't get excited. Let's do this. I don't think so. Lame. That's a 30. Alright, we're gonna do. You guys ready for number 2? Here we go. It ain't happening. No, 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 no. Despite what Zelda told you. Despite what Zelda told you, it ain't gonna happen. Let's go, let's go. Oh, you are so close. It was just nanometers from the minus, what was it, 20 points or minus 10 points, whatever it was. But anyways, I need to blow you a kiss and spin again. Mwah! Let's do it again, guys. Here we go. Oops. It's a little bit early. I'm a bit suspicious of Fluffy behind me, behind the thing again. I'm gonna have to move her. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted indeed. Ooh, oi, don't get excited. Alrighty, where are we? 10. So let's do it. Turn this off, and we're gonna go again. This is number 3. See, I don't want to. I want you to get more points than I do the Grand Boo Boo prize. That's what I want. That's what I want. No grand prize, Sean. Ain't gonna happen. Pity spins are at the end of the session. All right, let's do this. It ain't happening, guys. It's gonna be a big booby prize or something. It's gonna happen. The RNG god promised. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna hit triple figures. You ain't hitting it, guys. Look at that. Look at that good stuff. Look at the good stuff right there. Hold on. Pow! Pow! It's not gonna happen here, guys. You're not gonna get the grand prize again, honestly. It's not happening. It's not happening. Four Swords says we're gonna hit the quadruple figures. You know, although we are first 4 figures, that could be 4 figures. Maybe that's my mistake. Can you guys lose some points, please? Like, honestly, can you guys lose some points? Jesus. Let's lose some points, please. Not gonna happen, guys. Right, well done on your 90. Right. Here we go. Topic. Oh, I said this, right? I've got to do this one over here. What is launching next? We currently have 2 things submitted to the licensor, waiting for approval. The moment they approve that, we can then plan out our launches. We are currently filming something, so that will be a 3rd. And then we should have a few coming down the pipeline to go through the team. We have 2 teams of video guys. So we call them Team 1, Team 2, obviously. And they each handle, 2 people handle a launch. So all the marketing material that you're seeing, the video launch stream, all the hype videos, the editing of this, the editing of that, all the marketing materials, all that sort of stuff. And there's a lot of it, right? There's a lot of it. And I'm sure you guys have seen. 2 people do that. And they take about 3 weeks to do 1 launch. So you understand. And that's why we have 2 going at any given moment, so that that would allow us to do 2 in 3 weeks, and I guess 4 in 6 weeks. And so you can sort of start seeing that as the pace, and that's what's really difficult. Really difficult to manage what comes out from the development team, from the 3D team, which goes into the prototype team, from the prototype team into the marketing team. It is so difficult to manage that, because if you have too many people at the marketing side, as like the video team, but you haven't got anything in the development team, then they're going to not do anything. And then likewise, if you have the whilst the prototype team catches up. And if the prototype team doesn't have anything because the 3D team's delayed stuff, then this is the difficulties that we face. And it's so incredibly hard to perfectly manage it so that it's the right number of resources throughout the entire process. Super hard. Super hard. But it is what it is. We're gonna have to try and figure out how to it just right now, unfortunately, there's the team 1 is without a product to film right now, but hopefully that's going to be okay. What are those figures that have been submitted? Well, one is a replica of sorts, which of course there's 4 of them, all of the same thing. I think you guys know what that might be. Then the other thing is something that you guys have no idea of what it is. 0. It's going to come out of left field. You're going to have no idea what it is, and you will be... It's just come out of nowhere. You know, all of these things that I keep saying to you before, it's always like... I've always been... The problem that we had before was, and it's going to talk about this again, it's going to be a great conversation to have, is about the community. Is getting too involved with the community, by getting hyped by the community for me to reveal information to the point where I'm giving it way in advance, too far in advance, and that's why I just look at any given moment. There is a bazillion people asking about certain products that I can't say anything about it because I can't talk about it. And if I can't talk about it, it means I should never have, if I can't talk about it, I should never have mentioned it in the first place, so therefore you wouldn't be asking me about it. And that is the problem. I was getting too carried away with the community, and I've been paying for it ever since. I talked about it before, how we showed everything at New York Comic Con 2017. Went to New York Comic Con, we had like 15 prototypes, and it meant the next year was really boring in the club to a certain extent because people knew what was coming and there was no surprises. And we are working on licenses that we have not announced, and we've been working on it, and we don't announce it because we've announced things way too early and paid the price. Especially when I brought in the Dream Team and they looked at what we'd done before they joined and just went, and I went, yeah, you're right, it's completely crap, and we need to start all over again. But that all of a sudden pushes the delivery, the pre-order date really far back, and of course you guys are asking me, okay, well, where is it, or where is that, or whatever it may be. That's just an example. So that's not happening anymore. We work on it, and when it's ready, we show it. And that is the basic principle of how we're doing it. Spilt my... Oops. So busy reading the comments. Right. How long does it take for a project to go from start to release? Wesley asks. Let me bring that up. So that's a great question. It can be as long as 4 years or 5 years if we have projects in development. Some of them can be a lot shorter, but typically I would say, rule of thumb, from a concept to something physically in someone's pre-order, I would say an average is about 9 months to a year, at least. MAD maybe can jump in and say some stuff about that. Quality above everything, and that is absolutely, and MAD can jump up anytime, and I've always said that, where there's always this issue between, as a producer, to rush the team to try and get stuff up. As I told you before, having the resources that they cannot produce, the dev team can't get stuff across the line, means that the prototype team doesn't have anything to do. If the prototype doesn't have anything to do, that means the marketing team won't have anything to do, right? So there's always a pressure, and it all starts with the 3D team. The concept team and the 3D team. They have the most pressure because if they don't do what they need to do, there's nothing else that comes out the pipeline. There is no production because there's no product. And it's always so challenging to always make the call to say that quality comes first, despite the fact that every other department is screaming out to get those things to go through the pipeline. And I've always, I would say, I look at the value in everything that the team is doing, and if I see huge value in the changes that they're making, despite that it pushes things back, you will see that I will I will make that sacrifice, and we will do that. And a great example is Blue Eyes White Dragon. I had this a documentary. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. The making of documentary for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I go through that in quite a lot of detail, and that's always been my thought process, and it's always how I have to be moving forwards. Okay. So. And the third one that we're making, that we are working on, let's just say it's a very lovely lady who likes to wear the color between red and blue. I think you can figure it out. So this is MAD. As I said, he works on the dev team. He says that's why we have a new pipeline and review process. It helps a lot. New projects on the pipeline actually finish before some old projects. You just cut off on the thing. I need to, in the future, adjust this overlay, how it works. Huh? Dark Magician Girl. What color does she like to wear? I thought it was blue. Come on, Migs. You can figure it out. A lady in... I don't think you know what color she wears. If you're not sure, she wears black. Cool. So. That's what is launching next. Now we're going to talk about... Sean, any questions about... production? Wait for the production section. Got a whole section for that. A whole section. What the F4F is up with the F4F OCC and community. So what does that mean? What are we talking about here? What is up with the F4F OCC? So in case you don't know what that means, that's the First to Figures Official Collectors Club on Facebook. What is up with the F4F OCC and community? What do I mean by that? It's something that I think about often. It's why I'm here with this, doing this stream with you guys. The community to me and to the company is incredibly important. There is no understating that or overstating that. There's no overstating that, I should say. There's no overstating that the community is incredibly important to us as a company and to me as well. It's something that I can remember really distinctly back in January of 2016. I just went, oh, what's this button? I was click on it, created it. And as I said before, First to Figures, it was very one-sided. The Facebook page is very one-sided, right? It's put the information and the information goes out one way. And I can remember it was a crazy day. Crazy day. I didn't go to bed until like 4 or 5 in the morning because I set up this community. I pushed it, I said this group. I didn't know what it was going to be. I just pushed it. So many people joined that day. And I was so amazed when I could see people posting their First to Figures collection, right? Back and forth, conversations, seeing what they were posting. It was like, wow, this is crazy because it's a back and forth conversation between us and, well, me at the time, right? And customers. And I felt really proud to see so many of our products in people's collections. I felt super, super grateful. And I still do to this day. Of course I am. Thank you so much. You allow me to do what I love. You allow the company to grow, and I'm so grateful to our customers and to the community. And the club grew and has grown, and we're now at 90,000 members. It is incredible. It is crazy. It is so amazing to me to think about that 4 years ago. Just what happened and just how it's just grown over time. The problem is though, with everything, things aren't always smooth. There was a time about a year and a half ago, I wasn't really happy with the time I was spending on social media. That I was taking my focus off a little bit off the company, and I made a very specific decision to really change that, to make it more that I was going to focus more on the company and take a step away from so much day to day on social media. And I think it was about a period of at least 6, 7, 8, 9 months, something like that. That was the case. And I left the community in the able hands of Chuckles, Miguel, Peggy at the time. Then afterwards, Liz joined. Peggy left, Liz joined. David joined. Chuckles left. David left. There's always difficulty when I left as well. When I left, I wasn't in there all the time like I used to be. I think I've improved a lot more now that I've focused on the company a lot. I'm much happier where the company is right now. I'm so much happier with the company right now than I was a year and a half ago. There's still a lot more to go, but taking the time away to focus on the company has been bearing fruit and will continue to bear fruit. We've had our best year ever so far. Our previous best year was 2018. Our best year is now. And we still got 3 months to go. So that's great. However, I feel like the community, the club in particular, it's difficult to what's the word? Entertain. I'm really not sure. What is the club? What does it mean to people? It's a way for people to engage. People make friends in the club. They go off together other places as well. It also means that there's less activity in our club as well. It's that, as I said, we've had our best every year so far. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm focusing and talking about the community and how important the community is to me. That it's always been something that I've always said has been important. Why would I hire someone whose full-time job it is to look after the community? That's what happened with David. That's what happened with Miguel. That's what happened with people too. In fact, Chuckles, I met him through the club and I hired him to be specifically on the club. That's what happened, right? So, the community, as I said, it's never been lost on me that how important the community is. And that's why I'm here doing these streams. That's why we try and do whatever we can. Now, what I want to do is talk a little bit about the community and show you some stats and talk about some things. Just on my mind, I'd love to hear from you guys. Obviously, you are the community, so all these comments are really important from. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. So, I'm going to give you some stuff. But first of all, why is the community less active now than it was before? And is it? Well, you don't know that information. You just might think you know that information. Right? You might think it is, you might not. Now, is it because we have topics that we've already talked about, which create a lot of engagement? We already had that conversation. Is it because when there aren't any products and people don't have them, there's no new posts for people to do it? Is it because we, as ourselves, aren't asking for things such as, like competitions, all this sort of stuff? What is the reason why the activity is going low? And we're going to talk about that. So I definitely feel that the activity has gone down. And I spoke to Miguel, whose role is to look after the community, right? I said, how can we engage the community more in a way that is going to generate conversation? Because yes, one of the conversations is just always about, oh, you got a new product, and people, sure, the first people who do the first wild version of the product, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, what's going on? How is it? What do you think of it? Because of course, people are anxious for their own ones. But maybe after you've seen 10 phase, you're not as so interested as much. If you're waiting on phase, you've seen 10 phase, you're not, and the first reviews have been great, you're not so worried about it, right? Obviously, there's always a bit of concern. how is it going to be? And then the first person who's got it in hand, it's really important that you look at that and people are like, oh, that's great, or what do you think of this, and did that happen? And for example, I remember someone was like, hey, someone just got a Crystal Dragon, the regular version. They're like, hey, does it have that texture on it, right? Because I talked about before, there was a kind of like a rough texture, which kind of feels kind of stony. And their first question was like, does it have that texture? And that person was like, yeah, it does, etc., right? You won't ask that same question to the second person, to the third person, to the fourth person. So I can get that after you've seen them, let's say you've seen 25 Majora's Masks, are you going to be talking about it? Are you going to engage with that post as much? The answer is probably not, right? So I said, what can we do? What can we do to just create conversation that goes beyond just the figures in the club, right? As I said, so let's have a look. Do I have this up here? Right. So I asked Miguel to come up with things like fun facts of the day. So every day he will write something that is interesting to, we believe, to the community, which is going to be video game related, anime related, to try and get a conversation going that goes beyond, like, engaging in the club is usually if you find friends and you talk to each other, you know what they're doing. I know a lot of you guys have met friends through here, and you're here together in this community and you've met through the club, and that's fantastic. But sometimes the way that you get to meet people is seeing them talk about things that you might not have necessarily thought that they would have liked or didn't like or whatever it was, that you see that kind of conversation, you engage in a dialogue with people to create friends. And so having these facts, so this is an example, right? This is, did you know the biggest esport, international, etc., right? And he does this one a day. So it could be talking about, I think there was one about life-size Gundams, do you know where they are? And people are like, oh, I didn't know about this, or didn't, you know, so that's an example. It would be other things, which would be, did you know how long it took to do animation for Akira? All these different things. And some people engage with it, some people don't. It doesn't really, oh, that's what, so Vicky said, I think it's because the company has become more professional. Before it was smaller, back and forth with people. No, I still ask the community all the time. Well, not all the time. Definitely a lot less than I used to. About, should we do this like this or not? And that's not really about being professional or not. It's just about me having well, I guess you could say it's professional because I have a fantastic design team that I really believe what they do. Whereas before it was myself doing it and I wasn't really sure myself. That's why I would engage with the community a lot more to get opinions. But that highlights that I wasn't very good. And yeah, so that's an example of that, right? Take F4F OCC out of Facebook. I wonder how that would, what would that look like? How would that be? Discord? How would that work? So, in any case, that's an example. F4F fact of the day. What else do we have over here? So the next one would be, so this is another one to do reviews. And so, for example, this is an example, right? There's an upcoming game coming up over the weekend. Just to bring your attention to it, then, like, I think one that got a quite, people were talking about it was Tale of Arise, for example, right? It's coming up, and then on the Tuesday, the following Tuesday, how was the weekend? Would you recommend it? All that sort of stuff, right? And that's another example of some stuff that goes beyond. Oh, so this is one, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. That's why I knew about it. I think it was Nanase saying he was playing it. That's why I knew about it, because I remember seeing this here. But this is another, again, trying to get some stuff that goes beyond just the figurines themselves, right? What's this one over here? So there, this is, so example is the reviews. This is what I was talking about. Like on the Friday they'll talk about it, and then on the Monday it will be like, hey, what did you think of, in this case, Deathloop? Did you like it? Would you recommend it? No spoilers, etc., etc. What would you do for that? And people will drop their reviews. Although I'm seeing not very many people are doing it, and the reason why is because maybe not many people have played it. So, I mean, unless it's a AAA, like a super massive launch that everyone's played it on that day. But in any case, this is the point, that I'm trying to get the community to be a bit more active with Miguel to try and start doing this. I mean, before there was nothing of this. So what you're seeing here is just an attempt to try to engage the community a little bit more. That's all. so but Eremi says, Bud says we have other communities for that. But as I said to you, you can, I understand what you're saying, but likewise, a lot of people have made friends in the community, in the First Figures community, that they never made before outside of the community, right? So at the end of the day, it's a post, and if people engage with it or they don't, we'll see how it goes. I have something that I want to see how it goes over time, right? And this is a cool one, right? So we've started this up again. So this is engaging with the community before. We had this huge, massive thing, which was King of the Ring, which used to be tied to the Friday Q&As, right? Back in the day. And I loved that thing. And I know Nanase loved it as well. But this is like a really shortened version of it, where all you need to do is just figure out who is going to be the champion. So here are a list of two brackets, right? Of one side and the other side of the Dark Souls bosses for Dark Souls 1. And all you need to do is predict who's going to be the winner and who's going to be the runner-up. And if you get that right, you will get yourself 500 reward points. Simple as that. And we're going to do it's every single day there is a vote, every single day until it's concluded. Then we'll start it up next time, and that's going to be Dark Souls 2 bosses. The same thing, left side, right side, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Winners and losers. Hopefully more and more people enter this. It's a bit of fun. And you get reward points. What's not to like? I think that's going to be something that's great. And I look forward to seeing that going. Then, once we've done Dark Souls 2 bosses, we'll do Dark Souls 3 bosses. And then, once we've done that, we'll do the top level bosses from all 3 and put them all together to make it all together. And we'll keep raising. Let's see how many people win it, right? We'll keep raising the amount of amount of points that you can win. So, Kenny Cruz could never get my entry right for King of the Ring. Well, I mean, that was because it was really complicated before. This is super easy, right? You just simply go, who's going to be the winner and who's going to be the loser. That's it. It's super, super easy to get that right? I mean, super, super easy to enter that. Does the Ultimate King of the Ring influence the next... it could do, Sean. Of course, why not? I mean, it's not... Just to be clear, I don't get involved with this. This is something that Miguel handles. But yeah, so this is just an example of some of the, as I said, some of the things that we are just trying to do to engage with the community. So let's actually talk about the engagement of the community itself. So let's see if I got this up. Let's see if this is going to work. Alrighty, let's try this up. Here we go. Yeah, Nanase, your builder was amazing. You guys might be interested in seeing this. This is the data for the last year in the club. We've had 9,300 posts. Does my thing appear? Yeah, it does. Okay, so we've had 9,300 posts. Now, all these spikes that you see here, it's no doubt that these are to do with the launches. Every single spike that you see here is typically going to be a launch, right? And this was that's so many posts on it. Is that really right? It seems like a crazy number of posts for that day. This was the time that we launched. January the 5th, that was the time that we did Blue Eyes by Dragon. So maybe it was the first time a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh fans came to the club. And you can see how that is. And all these spikes are all the launches. Right, so it says 9,309 posts. Here are the comments. 166,000. 166,000 comments from that. And here are the reactions. So 700,000 reactions in the last year. And if you see it all together, there you go. Okay. Now what you can clearly see here is a downward trend. A downward trend that was going up. And the reason why it was going up, I guess, is because, over here, it was going up maybe because there was a period when we didn't have any launches during COVID just because it was COVID. We weren't sure what the new norm was. but then it's starting to go down over time. I think Dabi left around about here, right? Dabi left around about here. Choco's left around about here, right? But it's been a downward trend. It's been a downward trend for this period. Now, as I said to you, we've had our best year this year so far, year to date, ever. But if you look at this graph, it seems that the community is less engaged overall. I mean, this is just reactions, right? But it's the same principle. If you look at reactions, if you look at comments, if you look at posts, it's all sort of going down. And, well, as I said, I want to just bring this to you because I understand. I mean, it's no easy fix. It's like, oh, just do this and do that. It doesn't just work like that, right? And I can't just be like, oh, right, I'm just going to give the club everything to do with the company and then you just direct the company yourself. It doesn't work like that either. There has to be a balance and it is what it is, right? You know, there's only so much one can do. There's only so much that we can do, but we're just trying. It's always like something that I would have to try over 6 months, over a year to see whether or not this trend keeps going down, if it plateaus, if it goes back up. All of these things is just all we can do. And just to see. I'm actually quite excited about trying this and testing this out because I look at this as the way that I look at with any kind of things that I do, where it's like, if I do A, I think this will happen. If I do B, I think this will happen. If C happens, I think this will happen, and all that sort of stuff. And we have something that we can measure it against. I love the data points that we can have for this. Okay? So, I just thought you guys would be interested to be part of this to see this information. And just so you know what I'm thinking as well. Now, if I scroll down, this shows you how many active members over the last year. So, I don't know if it's a Facebook algorithm thing. Why is it that it's not 90,000 people? Are a lot of them dead accounts? Who knows? Maybe Facebook will do a spring cleaning. Who knows, right? I don't know if the Facebook algorithms changed, whatever it may be. But that's what it says over the last year. So popular days, popular times. You can see what that is over here. So what is that? Popular days, Sundays, I guess that's fun days, all that sort of stuff. So you can see, for example, how many people have seen this one. This was a really cute doggy. If you saw the doggy of Amaterasu, did you see that? I'm sure, well, 30,000 of you saw it, so I presume that one of you guys would have seen it as well, right? It was April 1st. Everyone avoided it that day. Yeah. So these ones, which is giving away the clicks and all that sort of stuff, it's really weird why this is 30,000 people see this, but Facebook only puts this in front of 6,800, which is why not very many people click on it. Because not very many people see it. It's really weird. How is that possible that this is so little people see it and this one 30,000 people? That's Facebook algorithm right there. Mr. Stephen Reynolds and his Lucky Cat Marios, 24,000 people. Dakota, 25. Martin Palmer. And by the way, this information that you see over here. This only gives you always for the last 28 days. So it's not more than that. It's all it will give you. It won't give you anything like the last year's top ones. It won't give that information. So what does that say over there? I mean, yeah, so that is, I thought you guys might be interested. Let me know if you found all of that interesting, and hopefully you'll join me in a year's time where we're on season 2, episode 5, and we can review it all together and see, are we moving in the right direction or not? You let me know. What do you think, guys? Are you interested in seeing that? Can you turn the music down a bit? Sure. Okay. It says interesting. Miguel says yes. Very interesting. Hold on. Let me bring this up over here. Alexandra says interesting. As a marketing guy, you like that? Yeah, absolutely. I love marketing. I really love it. I'm not seeing a good future in the club's activities. Well, you tell me what you would like to see happen in there. I'm sure that next year, with more products arriving at Panther, we will see more posts and reactions. Absolutely. Personally, I was very engaged on fun days, but since it's been getting nowhere, I stopped pretty much reacting. Yeah, that's a really, really good point. And for all the reasons that I explained, I can't react to these and hype stuff, and because it's a problem. And I understand that that's maybe what it is, that because people aren't interested as much into fun days. However, I will say the TT's fun days, they make a huge impact to me when it comes time to go shopping for stuff. I know what we can handle resource-wise, and when it comes time to looking for new licenses, the first thing I do is I shout out to Bud C. Hermes. I go and look at the Temptation Thursdays. I look at the fun days. I look at what people are doing, what people are shouting out for, all that sort of stuff. I pay attention to it. Can I say to you, oh yeah, that's getting some traction? What's the point in saying it when I can't say that? Because it's going to be like, oh, you said this was gaining traction, and then nothing happens, and then I'm like, get bombarded by questions. If it means that because of that, the club activity during fun day, or makes you not be so active about that, is a result, there's nothing I can do about it, because I won't change that. I won't be saying stuff when I can't deliver. That's the point. I can't deliver with it. Maybe there's something you could do by making personal figures about room setup, decor, boost marketing. Yeah, since it's part of gaming culture. I think moving to PVC turn a lot of people off, plus the Zelda lines were massive for FF engagement. Okay, that's a great point, but actually I disagree. I think actually the PVCs have brought more engagement. Because it's reached a lot more people. I have the numbers. PVCs go out to a gazillion times more people than than resins. Obviously, it's part of the point, right? It's the entire thing. I'm definitely not shaken at all by the strategy of having PVCs come into to be a big part of the First of Figures lineup. I think it's absolutely important to have the variety of product, and yeah, absolutely don't agree that that's the reason why the club engagement has gone down. I mean, you guys like resin more than PVC, others like PVC more than resin. There is no hard and right rule. So I have a lot of ideas of what we can do. You said a lot of Halloween themed ideas with Dracula coming up. You know, there's lots of things. So this is the point. I've sat down and I've looked at the numbers and I see the community engagement going down. I've sat down with the marketing team and we've got a couple of ideas of what we can do to do about that. Res is where it's at, boy, says Sean. I mean, resin being superior to PVC, it's not the point. If they all have their pros and cons that I've gone through. In fact, it was one of the first topics I ever talked about in my first What the F4F Series 1, Episode 1. Please go check it out so you can understand my reasoning between doing that. Go ahead and check that out because I go really deep dive into that. Wesley has both of them. PVC is great for both business, but for social engagement, the resin community are hardcore. Absolutely, the community is really hardcore and refuse to buy PVC. I totally understand and I totally agree. But also, the resin hardcore guys that can buy it is a small percentage compared to the overall market. Alexander likes both of them. Yeah, I can only get Facebook YouTube comments up, so apologies for those. Can we find F4F at places like E3, Crunchyroll ads? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean. So, Foucault likes both. Noctis likes both. I mean, look, listen, there's no hard and right rule, right? What's which? Let me know. So, Discord, I want to understand that, really understand what that means. And how that might work. So this is a hologram fan that's going in the background. It's cool, right? I love it. I don't know why Fluffy's just ended up going past it. So, you mean seeing it advertised by bigger events? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So, yeah, we were at New York Comic Con. Usually, right now there's like 3 weeks quarantine if you leave the country and come back to Hong Kong. It's impossible to go anywhere, so I have no idea when con season is going to come up again for us. But when it does, international con season, I see ourselves doing Gamescom. I see ourselves doing PAX East and West. But I also see ourselves working with partners that will represent us at different cons. I have a whole plan for that. Right. You want one now? Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we have the worst length of time in Hong Kong in the world. I think it is. Oops. This is it. Right. So, anyways, what is up with the F4F community? Well, as I said, I've identified that it's going downwards. It was going downwards for a long time. I know, and believe you me, I was very sad to see Chibi go. It is what it is. I was very sad to see Choggles go. It is what it is. But it's been going down for a long time. For all these reasons, we can sit here and debate, oh, is it this or that? At the end of the day, we're going to try and see what can we do differently to hopefully improve the engagement. So, one of the things I want to talk about, let's go back over here. I have something that I want to show you about something that I thought, as I said, as thinking about the community, you've been thinking about the community for a while, that I want to have more things that we could do. I don't know how many times we've talked about organizing competitions, tournaments, all this sort of cool stuff. It's been so long since I've been talking about this that I'm like, oh my god, what can we do to actually do it? And I'm talking about things like, wouldn't it be cool to have like a Mario Kart competition with the OCC members, that they actually join together and they fight for a prize pool of, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 reward points, whatever it is, who knows, whatever it could be. Have something where this community gets really involved that goes beyond just looking at posts and all that sort of stuff. And with that in mind, I'm excited to say that I've been really thinking about that. Okay? What do I mean by that? Check this video and you tell me.
Hey guys, it's Mon from First Four Figures, and today I've got a special surprise for you. I'm going to introduce our newest F4F member, Eliza!
Hello F4F fans, Mon, thank you so much for the introduction. I'm Eliza, and guess what? You and I are gonna have so much fun together. Get ready for tons of gaming streams, tournaments, and endless source of enjoyable fun. But first thing first, make sure to follow me on Instagram F4F_Eliza for updates and upcoming content. Can't wait to get to know all of you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let the fun begin!
Guys, Eliza is joining the company. In fact, she's joined the company. She's been with us for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And she's going to be, let's just be clear, right? So Mon is really concentrating on presenting the product and delivering that product. And by the way, if you haven't gone and checked her out, F4F_Mon. Go check her out, her Instagram. She has tons and tons and tons of sneak peeks behind the scenes on her Instagram, in her stories, all that sort of stuff. Please go and also follow F4F_Eliza on Instagram, and she will be able to do that as well. Show you all some cool stuff behind the scenes, have some cool, fun engagement stuff, right? Now, Mon's been so busy doing the... When Mon joined, I want her to be able to do this kind of stuff, which was to obviously do the presentations and stuff, but also to do in this what we call ad hoc, secondary type of engaging stuff that we can do with the community. And that's really not happened yet because she's so busy doing all the stuff. So I've hired Eliza and I've hired Roy, who's specifically a video editor, to work hand in hand together to create as much engaging content that she can with you guys. And she is with us on the stream right now. She's with us on the stream now. She goes under the name of Eliza Knight. That's her personal account. So you go check her out as well. She's been streaming for years. So she's very, very familiar with how to do streaming. So streaming, Fortnite, Apex, lots of different stuff she does. But with that kind of natural streaming style that she brings, she can really do a lot of stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she can do with the community in terms of getting you guys involved. And we're talking about stuff such as, imagine, let's say we have a game, we have a license she's never played before. Let's see her do her own playthroughs, see what she thinks of the game, etc. as well. There can be, as I said, the tournaments. Let's say Fall Guys, you all join in the Fall Guys. She can organize all of that. She can organize doing Mario Kart events. It's going to be all, I think, with Miguel, with the more post-based stuff, with Eliza, with the more community-based stuff, which is more like visual content stuff. I'm really excited to see I hope that, as I said, I looked at the engagement going down. I said, how do we get this engagement? I told you, I'm very, very appreciative of the community, and I want the community to be more engaged. And that is, we put things in place, and hopefully that's what we start seeing happening. So please do give a massive, massive welcome to Eliza. And I've told her during her interview that the OCC don't bite. They're a fantastic community, and that she should feel welcome. So please don't let me down. Give her a massive, massive welcome. She's in the chat, so please. As I said, it's really exciting to have her part of the team, and I can't wait to see what comes from that. And I'm sure she will be doing some sort of post in the club, which would be something like, hey, what are you guys interested in? What do you guys like seeing? Just to give us some ideas. Of course, she has a bazillion ideas already. And she has a lot of ideas already. So, be sure to... But I'm sure she'd love to hear what you guys got to say about that as well. There she is on YouTube. I've seen her on Twitch as well. I'm not sure if is she on Facebook as well? So you also want my gameplays. There's no reason why I can't come along and join. Absolutely. I would love to come and join. She's organizing stuff. I'll be coming in as well. And I love the idea of putting up ridiculous prize pools of stuff that people can win. I love it. Nice. Yeah, Discord, that's the first thing. When Eliza joined, during the interview, she was like, hello, where's your Discord? You need to sort that out. I was like, whoa, okay. let's figure out all that is. But she was like, yeah, this needs to happen, Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Nice. I hope the interview process was better than coming out of the box. Well, fortunately, the box is pretty big, so that's all good. So, I hope we can get a lot of interaction on. Yeah, so absolutely. I know that Eliza, I said, you go and check out Eliza's channel on YouTube. She moved from Twitch to YouTube. So, as I said, Eliza Knight, you can see what it is. You can go and check out her personal channel as well. But yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing what she comes up with. I'm going to be very hands-off, giving her a lot of freedom. I simply said, you can do what you want, and then the club will tell me if it's working or not. That's how it works. MAD. I don't even know how does Discord... Harvey just uses it, can contact all his mates to do chatting. Shout out to Eliza, she's so ready. And a big shout out to her. It's like 1:44 a.m. She's obviously in Hong Kong as well. And it's late for her. So as I said, Eliza, don't come into work until like lunchtime or something. So as I said, go and check her out on F4F _Eliza for her Instagram. Go ahead and check that out, because that's cool. And of course, go check out her personal channels as well. That's all cool. All right. Good stuff. So that is what I really wanted to talk about with the community. I really hope you understand that it makes me sad to see the community go down. And I'm trying my best to engage you guys as much as I'm doing what I can within reason. As I said, could I do it that, oh, every single time it's fun day and I'm telling you this and that. And by the way, that's another thing I want to talk about. I want fun day to include, I want to know what else you guys like. So I'm going to open up right now. Fun day is about anime and it's about video games. I actually, on Sunday, I want it all. Everything. I want it all. Cartoons, movies, comics, anything. I want it all. You'll see that we're going to start changing the TTs as well in the future. I feel like we've done so many TTs already. I don't know, what is it, 200 or something? That's like 4 years worth of TTs. They're always video games and anime, and most of the big ones have already been done. Like 90% of them have already been done. So I want to know everything. The card games, anything. What is popular that might make good for figures? Because when it comes time to look, and I can tell you for sure, we already have a license signed up, that is not video game related, and it's not anime related. It's neither of those things. Now, I want to see it all, so we will be opening that up. It's engagement. I want to know what's good as well. Ghostbusters, I would love to be doing, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are the things that I grew up with. Thundercats, all this sort of stuff. I grew up all of that good stuff. So that's what I'm looking for on Fun Day. I want to see some fresh content. A lot of the stuff is it Trent Foreman? Always with his dingo dial. That guy is a beast every week. And I know Sean Paulin, shout out, you and I have had some issues, but I can't deny how committed you are to Havel. So I appreciate that. Even though we don't always see eye to eye, I can appreciate that. So big it up. So I mean, it doesn't have to be comics, cartoons. It could be anything, right? Anything. Open up the doors. I love to see it all, right? Voltron. There are many things. Land Before Time. Is that the one with the dinosaurs? Thundercats, Gundam. How's it going, Mr. Bennington? Is the missus in the house as well? Nice. Godzilla. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that I would just love to see what you guys are going to do. We actually did a Doctor Who thing way back when. It was the third Doctor, seventh Doctor? Tom Baker. I was responsible for producing that piece for a company called 1612 Collectibles. And the Cyber robots. Cyber robot? Cybermen. Tom Hanks. B-Scannon. Rizu is losing its focus. I tell you, I am so focused. You have no idea. My commitment and my vision is not wavered. Papa Gannon, DC Comics, Case Closed, Fourth Doctor, yeah. Nothing super high end. So, Ultraman was something that we did with our guys over at GNF. So yeah, for someone to say that I've lost my focus or losing my focus, at the end of the day, I'm very committed to my vision. I told you earlier that I understand that the pressure that comes with that. And it's not something I take lightly. I pay attention to it, and I can only do my best. But I feel very, very clear on my focus of what this company is doing. I've been doing it for 18 years. And yeah. I'm very, very confident. I mean, not confident is the word. I'm very focused. And yeah, so I taking that a little bit personally, I would say. Absolutely. Yeah, we're fine. but not always. It's not. You can't always just rest on your laurels. You always got to. There's some difficulties that I want to talk about. We talked about Eliza and Roy joining. There's been some other people that have joined as well recently as well. I've actually hired a third PM in Hong Kong. I've hired for more PMs in China. But more importantly, I've hired someone that's really going to be it's very important to the company. And it's a guy who's specifically, he's from Hong Kong, right? And he's getting some training in Hong Kong. Not training is the word, but more, he's been in the industry for like 25 years. But we have some real difficulty right now working with the factories. That it's really difficult because we can't go there, I can't go there, our team can't go there. As I said, you take 3 weeks to go across the border and 3 weeks to get back. It's impossible. We've not been in China for a year and a half, since January of 2020. I've not been there. None of my team has been there in Hong Kong. And I said to you, I've been so grateful that I had a China team at the time, that I strapped GoPros to them so that we could film all the stuff and see the quality and make sure. And we've had thousands and thousands and thousands of deliveries in the time since I've not been there and the team has not been there. And that's because we had that in place, and that's been so important. However, it's still the situation whether it's so challenging to work with the factories that things get delayed and they get pushed back, and it's just an absolute nightmare. And it's not that there's nothing that we can do. In fact, again, there are things that we can do, and that is what I'm doing now. And I've hired this guy who's got so much history working in China, in production side, that he's having training, not training is the word, just getting to know the company a lot more and understanding our difficulties. And he's been listening in Hong Kong. And then what happens later is he will be Chan, relax yourself. He will be moving to China, right, to run our team in China. We have a staff of like 30 people in China, something like that. He'll be running that office, and he'll also be in charge of going to deal with the factories. And I'm so looking forward to seeing that, because we have so many things coming up the pipeline. But it's almost like if you keep eating the food and you can't, if you've got constipation, I'll be polite with the way I'm expressing it, and you can't do what you need to do, that doesn't work either. So he's going to be really focused on moving us to the next level with making it a lot more smooth when it comes to pre-orders, production, delivery. And I'm looking really forward to seeing what happens from that. Again, this is what we do, is we see what the issues are and we try and see how we can fix it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how, his name's Daniel, is going to get on. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You best believe it's coming. And I've got a whole bunch of products that is coming that is completely, we'll talk about that later. It's time, guys. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Bingo. Let's do it. I've upgraded the plan so everybody will have a chance to play this. Enter it in now. I don't know how many reward points I'm going to give away. Is it a 500? Is it 1,000? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to give it like the first 3 people that get bingo. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. If it's a short period of time, I'll make it 5 winners. If it's a long period of time, I'll make it 3 winners, right? I'm not sure how this is going to go. Let's figure it out. So go to crowd.live and enter the code OSKJP, and we're going to play some bingo. Let's do this. Oh, no music. That's a very good point. Super Miguel, I appreciate that. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to re-add it after we did the introduction to Eliza. Right, is everybody there? The code is OSKJP. Put it in, Sean. Ready and loaded for Super Miguel. Split Core says he loves himself some bingo. Vicky, get yourself some of that. Everyone's in there. That's what I like to see. We're gonna have some fun. So, what's gonna happen is this. The way it works is this. When we start the game, why is that changed? Why is the code changed? Why can't you see that code? Oh, it's there, okay. The code is OSKJP. OSKJP. So, what happens is this. There are... how many squares? We're going to call them squares. There are a total number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 times by 5 is 55. There are 55 squares. You will get a sheet of 25 random squares. Okay? When we start this, 25 random squares. I'm going to, right now there's 149 people on 150 people ready to play this. Okay? You're going to get you're going to get 25 random squares. And then as I start calling out the squares, you're going to try and get 5 in a row, any direction, I believe, and get yourself a bingo. So, I'm going to start the countdown now. Why is that? I guess on your screen, right, you have a countdown going on because I can't see that countdown. According to me, there's 38 seconds to go. Is that correct? No, split core. I control it. I'll be doing it. Caroline says pretty lucky on bingo. Let's see what's up. I've never done this before. We'll figure it out. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm sure it will do. Good luck, guys. We have 174 players. And by the way, this is going to be an example of all the stuff that Eliza can do with you guys. Like, do this every week, all the time. And just give away tons and tons of points. From bingos to quizzes. You name it. Here we go. Right. What do I do here? This is next round. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to call the first one. Let's see if this is going to work. Boom! What? Why didn't this work? Oh, hold on. Should be this one over here. There you go. I was on the wrong page. Did I go? Oh. Right, there you go. Okay, did that appear? Right, you should have a list of 25 random things. Do you have a list of 25 random squares on your board? I don't know what you guys can see, right? List of 25 random squares. I've chosen the first one, which is Mega Man 11. If you've got it, you're going to see it's going to appear on your screen and it's going to kind of shake and wiggle. Hit that. Hit that, okay? Yeah, it's an image with no images. Just hit it. Oh yeah, 24 and a free one. That's right, Joe. You got it? Okay, so let's see if this works. I can show you. Let me see if this works. Right. So here we can see that how many of you guys, like a lot of people have got it. I don't know exactly how many people. Let me see. I can see the rankings. It will tell me. So far, for example, we have the total number of people who've done it is 58 people. Okay, 58 people have ranked it, have got it. Now we're going to do the next square. Alucard. Who's got Alucard? If you've got it, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, I got it. And let me know whether or not you're close. And if someone's got like 4 in a row, just shout that out as well. I'd love to hear that. Oh! Alucard is mine. Oh, unlucky, Mr. Bennington. Frank's got it. Gen B's got it. 2 in a row, Joe. All the luck in the world. Let's go for the next one. Boom. Neo Cortex. Dr. Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. Evil Crash Bandicoot. Let me know in the comments if you got 3 for 3. Come on, Joe, stop cheating. Have you really got 3 for 3? Adam Pippin's only got 1 so far. Vicky's got 3. Splitcore staring intently at the screen. 3 for 3. Let me know if anybody's got not only 3 for 3, but in the same row. That would be just an absolute insane start. I can show you what the ranking is right now. Let's have a little look what's going on. 3 for 3. Look at this. We got up to 13. 14. I think the 14th place afterwards. VV in the house. What's up, Victor? You got 2. Bree Bear, 2. Is there more than 1 OSKJPs? Let me see if you've done that. Is it rankings? Let me see. OSKJP. Is there more than 1? There's 1 there. There's a bunch of you I've called OSKJP. If you've done that, there's a bunch of you. I'm not going to know who is who. That didn't work out for you guys, did it? I don't know if you can you change your name now? I'm not sure. If you can, yeah, but anybody change your name from that because I won't be able to give you the points. Okay. Next square, let's do it. Sonic and Tails. Wayne? You still there? There you go, mate. Let me know if you're 4 for 4. Any 4 for 4. Let me know if you're 4 for 4. Zero, Neffy, you serious? 0 for 4? That's painful. Tommy has only got 1. Of course, agree for Neffy. By the way, you know I had words with you know who, right? Let's do the next one. Here we go. Grave Lord Nito. But with these tunes, he's Brave Lord Nito. Who's 5 for 5? Surely not. How many done so? How many have we recorded so far? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's for 5 for 5? 0 for 5. Unlucky Neffy. In your face. Oh shoot! It refreshes your tiles if you do your thing. Claiborne Cook is 4 of 5 with 3 in a column. He's the one to beat right now. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look-see. Four of 25. There's no one for 5 for 5. Look at that. All right. Let's call the next square. Metroid. Samus helmet. Life size. Surely the 0 for 5ers have got at least 1. Surely. Surely. Do diagonals work? I think diagonals count, don't they? I'm not 100% sure. I think they do. Oh my god, Neffy. You could cry. This game does not like me, says Tosha. Wesley says he's in the wrong one. 2 now for Matthias. Oh my god, some people already got 3. 4 out of 6 for 4 swords. Diagonals count for some time, I'm not sure. It will tell you, I'm sure, when you get it. Michan, careful. Careful. That's it. Good boy. Don't knock into the light. Okay, right. What's next? Worms! This is the exclusive version where we have the banana bomb in the left hand. I loved this one. This was such a fun piece making it because you had to really consider design it so that, you know, obviously the hands are separate from the body, to do it in a way that it was floating in the air. It just worked out really, really well. A lot of fun with that one. 5 out of 7. 1 out of 7. Neffy, you got 1, surely. Split core, you just got to make it think about it. Of course, you could do anything. Rennie's almost already got a line. Neffy. Are you serious? Come on. Seriously. That sounds insane. Let me look at the... Can I go to the rankings? Let me see if I go to the rankings. Why does it not let me go all the way to the bottom to find you? Summary? No? Alrighty. Let's do the next one. Spike Spiegel. Leader of the Bebop. Actually, not the captain, but leader of the team. Come on, Neffy, tell me you got Spike, surely. Surely, Neffy, you got 1. It doesn't actually let me go to the bottom. Doesn't let me go to the bottom. It won't let me scroll so far down. No way, Neffy, I don't believe it. There's 205 people playing this. Let's see if you're really at the bottom. Will it let me... How does this... Does it take time to go right to the bottom? Sort of keeps going here. So we got... Which one is Chris Z and who is... Oh, Nono! Man, if you win, Nono, does that mean that you get to get your incense product? Your insect project? 3 in a column for Philip. Nono says, show me Bowser and it's over. Are you serious? Rank 4. Are you sure it's you? Because you're seeing this, you're the same name as everybody else. OSJ thingy bob. Alright, let's continue. Psycho Mantis. Let me know if anybody's got a bingo. What's up, Desiree? Thanks for joining. Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid. This was a fun project. One of the most important things I had to do was remake the head. Because before, we originally painted the goggles orange. And I said, you know what? That is the biggest cop-out ever. And I went back and I said to the team, let's do it again. Redo it, re-engineer it so that those goggles are see-through. You must see the eyes. It was a deal breaker. So we went back, changed it, and boom. Beautiful piece. Hey, Neffy, well done on getting 1. Nana, Mantis is floating nicely beside you. Very nice. Good to hear. Next up, Ed and 9, a twofer, a duo, a cutie corgi, and girl, IT hacker extraordinaire. Anybody got themselves a bingo? I wonder how this is going to tell me if someone's got a bingo. How was it going to tell me? If you get a bingo, you get... I guess you get 100 points. I think that's what it is. So it's like the total points. I guess you can get multiple bingos, right? It's not just the first time to get a bingo. You get multiple bingos, and every time you get a bingo, you get 100 points. So at the end of it, it's going to be points-based. It must be. That's how it works. It's point-based. And right now, we have one person in the lead. 9 of 25, 45 points. That's how it's going to work. It's point-based. Now you guys know, it's going to be point-based. It's not just one bingo. There can be multiple bingos. We're going to go through 10... Maybe I'll do 25 squares, and we'll go from the winner after 25 squares. I think that's the best way to do it. Because a card has 25, we'll do it like that. Alright. Let's do the next one. Silver the Hedgehog. Exclusive. That light up feature. Love it. You guys seen the way the power goes? Zoom, comes through like that. One got a bingo. If someone got a bingo. Yeah, 1 total bingos. I can see it. 1 person got a bingo. Well done. Oh, it says somebody got it, does it? Oh, nice. But it just means that they got 100 points. It doesn't mean that they've won everything. We're going to do 25 squares. 25 calls. Right now I've done 11. So we'll see who the winners are after 25, because that is your card. Wait a sec. Is it 24 I should do because it's a free square? Let's do 25. You can have a pity spin. Hey, Neffy, you can still bring it back. You can bring it back. Let's do the next one. RTSD. This is a little cutie, this one. This exclusive version. To get the animation of the lights. Change their proportions. Cuba Deadly. Get that broken left arm feeling. Tomio started off really well at 4 for 12. Let's have a little goosey gander at... Look at that. 1 bingo. Morton, take a stand, take a bow. Because you are caning it at 134 points. Look at that. How do you get only 1 point? How do you get 1 point? You can get 5 points per tile. Why have you got 134? Makes no sense. Top 3. Morton, Nono, and Eve77. Neffy, you can't be 1 for 12. That is so lame. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Alright, we're going to call the next square. Here we go. Beautiful Joe. Clover Studios. Henshin a go-go, baby! Let me know if you've played that game. Oldie but goldie. Come on, Effie, tell me at least you got this one in. Joe Wall, you started off so strong. 1 for 2, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. Well done, Neffy. So is it quite easy to quickly do it? So can I go through these a little bit faster? I'm not sure how long it takes for you to, find it to make sure. I guess if it's on a previous square, you can always pick it up from last time, right? You can always go back and find it. Still only 1 bingo. Next one. Ornstein. Exclusive. Standing proud. Love the golden armor. Still just 1 bingo here. We are 14 of 55. Squares called. We're going to do 25 in total. I think that's probably fair. We have someone who needs a Darunia for a bingo. We got here Spyro Reignited. Noki, James says he's getting close. We have 3 bingos here. Oh. Look at that. A player earned a bingo. Just got an alert. Woo! 4 bingos! Ooh. It's getting interesting now. Let's have a little look at the old leaderboard. Last time it was Morton. Let's see if he's still at the top. Wow, second and third place has completely changed. Completely changed. Look at that. Morton's got 2 bingos. Could you be more lucky? Crazy. That is some nice sweetness right there. Morton's got his... He's doing that. Well done, mate. Alright, here we go. Next one. Super Shadow. Wow. 6 bingos just went up. Let's see if any more got up. 6 bingos there. What if Morton got himself another one? Show yourself in the chat, get roasted, says Maurizio. 6 bingos there. 1,332. 370. Oh, it tells me how many people are marking their things. So I can see when people stop marking it, I can go to the next one. Three in a column now. Alright, let's call the next one. Breath of the Wild. Princess Zelda. Another bingo has been earned. We have to sit here until I get a bingo. Neffy's not going anywhere until she gets a bingo. So Scott says Kirby and Solid Snake each earn a bingo for himself. Four Swords is still really looking forward for Darunia. Neffy says that's going to take a bit of time. Right, we're going to do another one right now. Boom! Player 2, Shovel Knight. A lovely green. I see 10 bingos are now being called. Adam needs himself a Mimic. Vicky's so close, but so far we've got 11 total bingos. Bingos everywhere, but not me, says Maurizio. Wesley needs himself a Luigi. $12 bingos. Alright, let's show the ranking board. At the top was Morton. Let's see if he's still there. We have a new player at number 3. Morton is still number 1. Quite comfortably. You guys need to get yourself a second bingo. MAD number 13. Where's Neffy? Oh, can you see your own ranks? If you can see your own ranks, that's interesting. So I can tell you there's 233 people playing. So Neffy, you're doing alright. Square time, let's call it. The King of Red Lions. Link on the King of Red Lions. How many of you guys were absolutely amazed when the Red Lions started talking? 17 bingos now. Total. But I saw 2 more. So far, 1,606 squares have been marked. 236 people playing. My boy Link got me a bingo. Way! Well done, Nono. Wait, because you were like second place for a while. And then, yeah, we'll see where you're jumping up now. Right, here we go. Next square. Luigi! I know someone was waiting for a Luigi. Who is it? Who was waiting for Luigi? Was it Dusty? 4 new bingos were earned. Finally got a bingo. Well done. Kelly Cruz was doing so well at the start. 4 swords. Everything around Darunia is getting filled. So as soon as you hit Darunia, if it comes up, you get like 4 bingos at once. That'd be crazy. Call a square now. Here we go. Dark Magician exclusive from Yu-Gi-Oh! I have a row without dots. That's kind of a bingo. Wow, another player's earned a bingo. We had a total of 28 bingos so far. Can you guys already see what placings everyone's are? What ranking you are? That's the Dark Magician definitive. That's correct. 1 away from a second bingo, says Crazy Callum. Can you go faster? Apologies. Right. We have 4 more to go, and then it's done. We're going to show you the leading board now. Look at that. Nono just about in it for number 3. Julianne maintaining second place. Morton, not such a big gap as he used to have. How can Nono be 156 points? Oh yeah, that makes sense. With only 1 bingo, yeah. Barely top 3. It's going to be a close one. Alright, let's do this. Now we're going to call all 4 of them now. Bowser! Someone was after a Bowser. I also know they were after a Darunia. That was like right in the middle of it all. 30 bingos so far called. Three more squares to go. Oh my god. Nono got a Bowser bingo and he was like 3rd place. Is he gone on to 1st? Vicky says you've created too many statues that aren't on my bingo card. Sorry about that. So I know Dusty's after Darunia. Oh, another. That was a late bingo. Did someone just realise? Alright, here we go. Next one. Castlevania Dracula. Wow, a lot of bingos came out from that. 43 total bingos. Alright, we're going to do the next ones. This is the penultimate one. Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo. And the next one is the last one. First place, I'm going to up the numbers. First place will get 1,500 points. Second place will get 800. And third place will get 400. 1,500, 800, and 400. $52 bingos have been called, and this is the last one. Can you all tell me what is it that you want this last one to be? Let me know in the comments before we do the very final one, before we then announce the winners. What do you want to see? Who do you want it to be? We're going to do the final one. So Nono says Warp Star Kirby or Spyro. Where's this? A group pick of Mario and Kate, I think it was. Ica, Darunia, Solid Snake, Kirby, All Might, Spyro. It seems to be quite a big variety. Blue Eyes by Dragon or All Might, Ridley, All Might, Kirby, Mumbo. Mumbo Jumbo's already been shown, Miguel. Skies of Arcadia. Which one? Is it Ica? Or is it Vice? Cat Mario All Might. My whole card. Bayo. And here we go. The very final one. Let's do it. Majora's Mask. Exclusive. PVC statue. And there you go. A grand total of 70 bingos, 250 players joined, 2,148 marks were squared, squares were marked, and we have the winners in 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Morton and Julianne have been holding on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, my youngest son just woke up going, oh, wee wee. Mommy upstairs. So, I am going to need Morton, Julianne, and Lisa to contact me on Facebook with a screen grab that you're number 1, 2, and 3, because I don't know what your names are. Contact me on Messenger. I'm Alex Davis. Nice to meet you, in case you didn't know who I am. Come find me. And I will give Morton 1,500 points. 800 to Julianne, and for Lisa, she gets 400. Let me know in the comments, did you guys enjoy this? What do you guys think of this? Show me this more often. I really enjoyed it. How does it compare to last week's quiz? I like the fact that we could get 240 people, 250 people playing this time round. Did you prefer the quiz? Did you prefer the bingo? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, Neffy, super fun. Lisa, well done. I can see you on YouTube. Scott preferred the quiz because it wasn't chance-based. I'd say the number of bingos is the number of spins. That was like 60 bingos. It was fun. You should do this more often. Yeah, I like this more than the last time. Bingo was fun. I did it terribly, but it was fun. Way better than the quiz. Okay. Wesley would play again. That's good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It worked out really, really well. Better than the quiz. I like the quiz too. Yeah, I mean, it's all. I mean, listen. When Eliza's doing streams with you guys and she can do this with you guys as well, I can do it. We can do different. We can have variety. It doesn't always have to be the same stuff, right? Congrats. It wasn't a quiz last week. You mean last season? Oh, it's like 2 months ago. Enjoyed it. Bingo. Bingo was great. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get a bingo. Yeah. Do you think that we should make it more? Right now it was 25 of 55 squares. You tell me. Should we have... Do you think 25 out of 55 was enough to stop it there? Should have gone up to 30? Should have done all of it? Should have gone like... Should I just make it much faster? And just go... What do you say? That doesn't make sense. If you did all of them, everyone would get bingo and everyone would get exactly the same points, right? That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, it's... yeah, it could have been a little bit faster. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about the pacing and how that works. There you go. You can see your profile picture on there. Hey, that's a cool link. Was that on there? Did you have that originally on there? Yeah, good to mix it up. 25 is 5. Best 2 out of 3. 55 from 54. Well, that would mean everyone gets it, right? 25 but faster. Yeah, exactly. We all get it. All right, cool. We can do it. We can go faster. All right, cool. Now that we know how that was. Number Wars was good. Fast would be better. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what it's like on your screen. So as soon as it appears, it's really quick, is it? I have no idea how long it takes to go through the interwebs to hit you guys. Alrighty. Now, excuse me while I do something, and then we're going to get into production. When you gotta go, right? Did it hit the cap? How you guys doing so far? You've been enjoying the stream? Let me know in the comments. We're gonna go into production now. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. The rawness is loving the streams. I appreciate that. I would say that I would do... Nip out for 20 minutes. I think you'll be fine, Scott. I've got quite a lot to go through with production, so you can nip out, be back. I'll still be here. And I won't be dropping the points before then, so don't worry about that. Much appreciated. Thanks, Migs. They are really cool. That's cool music. Thanks. Hey Joe, I never announced any statues particularly on this stream. Oh, 2 kitty cats. Got Mew and Fluffy. I could use more cats in the background. There's a lot of cats in the background. Oh, where's Zelda's gone? All right, let's do it. Philip, the answer to that is very, 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 very far. Alrighty, let's get to it. The stream just got 2 times cuter. Alright. Yeah, why have we not done Suikoden? That's a good point. I keep forgetting. How many pets do I own? Alicia asked. I have 4 pets. I have 3 cats. So I have a British Shorthair, a Ragdoll, and an American Shorthair Munchkin cat. Those 3. And I have a Shiba Inu called Bella. And I have fishies. And I have a turtle. Lots of joy. And I'm very grateful for it. Okay, so... let's bring up the... where is it? Alright, here we go. So, now we're going to be talking about production. I'm going to just recap where we were with All Might last time. All Might was, I think 2 months ago, I showed you a lot of the production process of that, and that's been going through, and now it's at the point where it's starting to ship out, or it's not necessarily ship out, it's beginning to at least be packing up. Let me bring it up. Where is it? Okay, here. Okay. So that's All Might, and then that's the exclusive version. Can I just go like this? Right, so these are the... So what we do here is we just do some AQL inspections, which basically means that we take a bunch of random stuff as well from the line that our own... We have additional QC guys to go and checks all of the production. We check each one as well, but also we just pull some from the packaging to make sure that they've gone past through a drop test to make sure everything's okay. And that is the standard version, so they are already all coming up for... Should be with people really soon. All my army, indeed. So we have that. You can see him in the packaging. We had to make sure that there were some issues with the cape rubbing against. So we had to put some internal plastic between it to separate it. So these are the important things that we have to do to make sure that they arrive to you guys safely. Okay, what's next? Let's see. All right, so this is Crash Winner. We are already at the... So this is making the pre-production samples. So what that means is we already signed off for this counter samples. The pre-production samples is they make like 20 like super quickly and they put it at the very, very beginning. And they do that because if you can spot some problems with those 20, you're likely to get those problems throughout production. So it's important to try and spot it earlier. That's why we do like a 20 test production. We call them pre-production samples. And it means at the same time we are... Don't think this is like at the point where we're assembly and like starting to ship it. That's not what we're doing here. This is the pre-production sample stage. But it also means that we are already at the stage of doing the castings. So that is here. Put that down. So you can see this is the actual casting process of the actual trophies. You can see it's cleaning up the mold lines along here. No, split core, they become part of the production. Turn that down a bit. Are my cats fighting each other in the background? It's like it's a massive war going on in the background. Yeah, I know, right? What is going on behind me? Let me just quickly see what's going on here.